All right, greetings and salutations. We back, new weeks, new energies. If you ain't checked out Divine Masculine Situation yet, please do that first. Then get to this. I do my little rant in the beginning of that just to break the cards down and what they mean. It'd be best to at least check out that intro, then come back to this if you don't want to watch the whole message. So this is Twin Flames and Separation. It's gonna be very brisk. It's a lot of information, but like I say, you can always rewind and playback. That's what I'm here for. Just give me 1 second. Get the spread out and we're going to get straight to it. First card in this message, overall energy, fairly important here. It deals with both masculine and feminine. We got the Nine of Cups. This is dreams come true, wishes granted, miracles. Dreams come true, wishes granted, and miracles. Putting smoke on this, we got the Queen of Swords. And this is in regards to the Divine Feminine. Queen of Swords is being 10 toes the fuck down on whatever mental decision that you make. It's a sword. Once again, check out the last message, at least the first 2 minutes of the Divine Master's message. I'll break down what swords mean and how much this Queen of Swords is kind of important to Big Face. In order for you to reach your dreams, in order for your, miracles to work on your behalf, in order, for you to really manifest your heart's desires, it's going to come from making a solid decision on doing so. Queen of Swords, just the energy of like Lucy Liu and Kill Bill. Watch Kill Bill. Check out Lucy Liu. She don't talk much. She about business. You know what I mean? She do more walking than talking. You don't need to be social. It's all about business. That's all the fuck it's about. Business, respect. You know what I mean? And ruling with an iron fist. She ain't the one to be played with. When you're the Queen of Swords, you going in a direction where you just moving and everybody moving the fuck out your way. You made a conscious decision and everybody respect it, or at least know which direction, which way you finna go with shit. When it come to your dreams, when it come to your wishes, when it come to what the fuck you want, like I say, mentally, you got your eye on the prize and you ain't never gonna sway from that. And that's the energy that you gotta have with it. Anything, any dream you trying to get out, any wish you trying to get granted. You know what I mean? Any miracle that you ask from God, like this is your heart's desires, overall energy. And feminine, like I say, you have to be overly dedicated mentally to get what you want, but also be mature mentally to accept what happens. I told you this Twin Flame shit is what you want it to be, what your Divine Masculine want it to be, and what God need this shit to be. It's more masculine God than what you trying to get out of it. You got to keep that in mind. It's going to be a mixture of your masculine's wants and God's needs, Things can happen exactly the way you want them to happen, But like I say, when it happens, are you ready for it? When it happens, is this what you really wanted? Is the timing right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to get what you ask for. Wishes have to come true. I mean, dreams have to come true. Wishes have to be granted. Miracles have to happen. You know what I'm saying? Divine feminine. For you to know that God is real. For you to know that you can manifest what your heart's desire is. That you're a master manifester yourself. That you have the ability to make these things happen. And that if this can happen, then more can happen. If you can manifest this, you can manifest more. If you can bring your Twin Flame demo into a union, then like I said, you can also elevate it too. As far as the masculine is concerned, and this is just fairly important. A lot of masculine's wishes, a lot of masculine's dreams, and really the miracle that the masculine is really looking for has a lot to do with Ten of Cups. This is happiness, emotional contentment, and I gotta go there, gay. Ten of Cups is gay. You look at the definition of happy, you're gonna see gay somewhere in there. You look at the definition of gay, you're gonna see happy somewhere in there. I mean, I don't make the rules, I don't make the text. This is kind of what it is. So I'm gonna break it down 3 ways. This is for the masculine. This is fairly important. Your hearts and dreams is just like I say, either A, find a person that you're either happy, emotionally content with, emotionally secure with, or just, like I say, if it ain't happy, it's just content. Not really necessarily ecstatic about the situation, but at least appreciate it and blessed for it. If it's yourself, you just wish you could just be happy with yourself and your situation, because you know you're getting fully aware of your situation. You start to really see the future. You start to see things that you didn't see or really wasn't paying attention to before. You know, it ain't got nothing to do with emotional contentment, which is kind of happy, but just kind of content. Like I say, content is content, right? Then you got like happy. You just fucking emotionally ecstatic. You got the best thing since sliced bread. And like I say, it's a blessing for you to even be this happy or have a person that makes you this happy. And it's just like you want to take this happiness and really do something with it. Not secure it, not control it, not grip it, but let it be and let it formulate and become what it needs to become. Like I say, happiness is a realm you really don't dive into. And then go into the gay shit, like I say. You know, the reason why I gave people are happy is because, like I say, they're emotionally content with themselves and their situation. And they're not gonna let anything outside of their situation affect their situation. Gay people are happy in spite of what people say. People bash them. People beat them. People do all kind of shit to them. They still keep up to the cups. They still keep kind of, like I say, an optimistic, happy feel. You know, and like I say, it ain't just gay people who need that energy, you know what I'm saying? Straight people need that shit too. You know what I'm saying? You need to be so happy in your relationship that, like I say, can't nothing falter it. Can't nothing come between it. You need to be so ecstatic in your relationship and your friendship and your partnership that, like I say, you feel you got the right partner. Whether that's business, whether that's friend, whether that's relations. You know, let's just be happy. Damn, I got the best partner in the world. I got the best boss in the world. I got the best wife in the world. I got the best husband in the world. I got the best lover in the world. Like I got the best friend in the world. Like, and being happy with that. So I'm asking you, just want to be happy. And it ain't nothing too hard to ask for, but it seems like asking for a lot in these times. But like I say, happiness comes from within. It's not a person that's gonna make you happy. You're gonna be happy with that person. It's not a specific profession or financial pinnacle you need to be at to be happy. You need to be happy before you hit that pinnacle. You know what I'm saying? So it's just happiness overall. You embracing it. So whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you ecstatic, you want to have that in your life as much as you can. But you know you're gonna have to actually acknowledge it. Number one, present it like your feelings towards the person that makes you feel like this. Let them know that you feel the same way, or let them know that how that makes you feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to get in your heart center with this happiness energy masculine, and you kind of iffy about that. Bottom line, more important than anything, you got grooming. Grooming been coming out consistently, I would say a good month or two. It deals with both masculine and feminine. Like I say, grooming is a big crucial area that's affecting current twins in separation right now. Like I say, even though this is a separation reading, it's a lot of you twins who are going to be in union, who are going to be reunited with your twin. It's a lot of you twins who are going to find out who your twin is. That energy is still prevalent. Like I said, I just got back reunited. You know what I'm saying? I know a few other people just reunited. That's united. That's, like I say, finally recognized their twin and their twin recognized them. Like, it's that season right now. So, saying all that to say this. A lot of the turmoil, a lot of the confusion, a lot of the disappointment, a lot of the heartbreak and heartache really from this unflamed situation feminine comes from how you was grown. You know, like I said, the unflamed thing brings the worst out of you. Every complex you have, every issue you have, it could be an abandonment issue. You're gonna feel abandoned by your twin. It's gonna be like a trust issue. You're gonna, you know, trying to figure out your master's trust with you or vice versa. Like I say, your worst fear could become a reality with this twin flame shit. You just feel like nothing ever works out in your relationships, and it's gonna be the same way from your twin, and then it start looking like that. You know what I'm saying? Like your master's here to bring the worst out of you. Really, to number one, expose it so you can acknowledge it. Two, fix it, because only you can fix yourself. Can't nobody fix you. They can help you. They can assist you, or like what your masculine do, bring it to the surface. But that's still something you're gonna have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Masculine brings out the worst out of you, but you also do the same thing to your masculine. You bring the worst out your masculine. You bring all them insecurities, all that dark shit in your masculine, you bring that shit to the light for him to deal with. He didn't even know he had these issues, just like you didn't even know you had these issues. But really, you wasn't really looking at yourself from a different light like you are now, and vice versa with your divine masculine. I told you, you and your masculine are mirrored images, but it's like the mirror image. This is a right hand with a ring on my right hand, but when I'm waving in the mirror, it's a left hand waving at me with a ring finger. I'm married in the mirror. I'm the same, but different. It ain't like it's this in the mirror. It's this, you know. It's that invert, and that invert is the difference between the two: masculine, feminine energy, yin and yang. You know, masculine doesn't step into his feminine side until he really meets his divine feminine, and feminine doesn't really master the masculine energy until she comes across masculine to unlock things, good, bad, and ugly. So, but your grooming has a lot to do with how your twin flame situation been. So, like I say, in the process of you getting rid of generational curses, dealing with generational trauma, dealing with, you know, we all got demons that we deal with. Like, in the midst of you dealing with, like I say, your grooming. These are the people who are in your life, fortunate or not. The environment you grew up in, fortunate or not. The schools you went to, fortunate or not. Like I say, it's you ain't just raised by your parents. You raised by your family. You raised by your friends in a way. You raised by, like I say, your community, your churches you went to. Like, it's a lot that goes into grooming a child. You got grown ass children out here, like I say, because they've been kind of groomed to be such. Got monsters out here, and they were groomed to be such. You got emotional, unemotional, cold hearted beasts roaming this planet, and that's just how they were groomed to be. But that's mainly because they haven't faced their fear. They haven't really, like I say, the spiritual journey is deep, and it hits us differently. It hits everybody individual differently. But how this grooming thing is hitting you, feminine, is mainly like this. This is Four Wands, Twin Flames, union, reunion, and recognition. This is part of your dreams, wishes, and miracle that you're praying for, right? Is this? This is the prize, you know. Like I said, you got twin flame union, twin flame reunion, twin flame recognition, but you also got separation. And separation is the glue that keeps this table solid. It's the fourth piece. Four Wands is the fourth piece, and that's separation. And it's a reason for it. It's a reason why it comes and goes and comes and goes. It's part of your grooming as a twin to go through separation. Whether you like it or not, whether it's time or not, whether you appreciate it or not. Like, that's just part of this demo. Like I say, given my grooming, I'm ready for whatever. If something works out, cool. If it don't work out, cool. If it's good, cool. If it's bad, cool. If it's ugly, cool. Like, however it happens, I know that it was meant to happen. And God don't make no mistakes. Might not happen the way I wanted it to happen. Might not work in my favor. But I do know that everything happens for a reason. I don't question fate anymore. I don't question scenarios. It could be the craziest, worst shit ever. I'm going to just take it at it with a grain of salt. It's like, okay, it is what it is. I got to move on from this point. I got to move on amicably. So if it's good, thank you. I'm blessed. I thank the Lord for it. When it's ugly, it's like, shit, that was close. Rough ride, God, but thank you for seeing me through that. Even if it's bad. Totally didn't benefit me. Total L. And we don't take losses, we take lessons. Big L. I'm still going to be appreciative because guess what? You got to find good in the bad. Well, it's the worst day of my life, but you know what? It could have been worse. I'm still here. I'm still breathing. I still got my health. I still got my car. I still got my, I still got shit. Ain't like I'm all fucked up. It could be worse. It could always be worse. You got to find good in the bad. Just like you got to, like I say, your dreams, your wishes, fantasies, things that you want to come into fruition. You gotta feel it before it gets here. You gotta feel happy before you become happy. You gotta feel rich before you become rich. You gotta feel it so you can, like I say, it helps in your direction, it helps in the acceleration in whatever decision or direction that you're making as far as manifestation is concerned. But yeah, you wasn't groomed to handle this twin flame situation, and that's why this shit is so difficult. And like I said, maybe like me, you was groomed in a way emotionally or went through so much shit traumatically and shit that, you know what I'm saying? This shit ain't nothing. It's a piece of cake. To others, it's different. It's like a spoiled kid that's an adult now. They kind of had it easy coming up. Now it's going to be hard coming out of adolescence and childhood and coming out the crib because, like I say, you're going to have to get it on your own. You got to find out life lessons that wasn't already preset during childhood. That type of shit. Masculine. How grooming deals with you, buddy, comes from awareness. Ace of Wands, excuse me. This is awareness. This is just being aware. Woke. As far as your grooming, you just finally being aware of the type of grooming you got. You know, the way your parents groomed you, it took 10, 20, 30, 40, maybe 50 years for some. For you to understand why your parents had the dynamic that they had. It's like some older people that I know, one twin's 30 years older than me. It's like people I see in his generation, their parents really only stayed together for the children. Like they kind of had two separate lives. They weren't really even together. You know what I'm saying? They were just together in front of the kids. Or they had two separate beds. Or like I said, two separate demos. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was a different situation back in the 50s, 60s, 70s. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit that ain't flying these days no more, but shit was just different. Like, and I've seen them in real time. Them realizing, like, you know what? They looking at pictures and kind of getting a scoop. Like, damn, my parents really weren't even together. I couldn't see that as a kid. Like, I didn't even know till now. Type shit. Like, it's like I said, I'm an 80s baby, man. I was groomed by pop culture, television, video games. Not this new shit with your kids and shit like that. Nah, this is like Nintendo. You know, you was doing PC-ROM games and shit like that. Like, just different time. Different time. I'm 80s baby, so like I say, a lot of our influence and grooming came from like media, television, games, pop culture, commercials, brands. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what helped shape me. The way I walk, the way I talk, like my insight on life, shit like that. You know, people's generations before me, like, you know what I'm saying? 60s babies, 50s babies. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they just came up under a whole different umbrella. Like, I was outside. I'm 80s baby. Like I say, I caught the last of the good days, but every era, every generation has their thing. I think it stopped after people who was born after 1994, but that's my personal opinion. We'll talk about that later. But going to the message, masculine, you're just getting aware of how you grew up and how it was bullshit. Like the shit your dad instilled into you. It was good for the time. Like you being young, you being a young man, like that shit doesn't fly at your current age. Some of you masculines have outlived the age of your fathers. You know what I'm saying? Like you become your father, you know what I'm saying? And you start to see the grooming that came from that was needed during the time, but as you see its ideology, you should have eradicated a long time ago. Like you're just being aware of how deep your grooming goes for the masculines and some feminists in the army. It's a whole ideology that comes with being a patriot. Let a free thinker who knows exactly what the war industrial complex is, just like the prison industrial complex. Like these are, and I don't want to say too much because I don't want to offend the fucking veterans out there because y'all get highly offended when niggas really get to set the reality of political terms when it comes to the military itself. It's a system where ideologies are adopted. Systems. I'm a Christian. I come from the church. You know, it's ideologies and it's the system itself. So you know, but I had, like I say, me personally, I had to eradicate a lot of long-standing beliefs. I had to eradicate a lot of whack-ass ideologies that was instilled in me. Like me being an 80s baby, 87, was born in 1987. I'm like a rebel. So it was natural for me to question things and not just believe things people told me and just kind of research myself type shit. But like I say, people in the 50s babies, 60s babies, 70s babies, like you guys were kind of groomed to kind of take orders. You kind of was kind of groomed to kind of take orders, man. That's the best way I can put it. You know, did what your parents say. When it came to the army, when it came to like certain things, you didn't ask questions. It's like don't ask, don't tell in the motherfucking military and shit, like, or like old school churches who don't like women being speakers or wearing pants and jeans and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of ideologies that need to be eradicated. They were cool for the time that they were established, but given this new time, this new age, masculine, you're really hurting yourself not adapting. You're just getting aware. But once again, it's up to you to accept what needs to change. And you're not changing yourself. You know what I mean? It's just adapting. You have to adapt. You got to adapt to this twin flame thing. You got to adapt to this new world. You got to adapt to these new feminines out here. You know what I'm saying? And these new masculines, Joe. Like, it's just difference. You see, you're going to have to adapt. You got to adapt. You're not going to last long mentally, emotionally, financially. Like, you're not going to last if you don't adapt. It's just the equivalent of elderly people who need to be tech savvy. Because there's too many scammers out here. And if they ain't tech savvy, they're going to get scammed. They need to be in the know of modern day things like spam messages, not to answer, respond to those, or send emails to them shits. Like I say, you got to be hit. It'll pay to be an elderly person who's tech savvy because it'll, like I say, expose a lot of scammers and it'll be good for your well-being going to the future. It's like people who don't know how to swim. You need to know how to swim because it can save your life. It can save your children's life. It can save lives. Knowing how to do something as fundamental as swimming. You got to be in the know and getting aware. This twin flame thing, like I say, you've been kind of out the loop. It's time to get in the loop. Like, the time is now to get into the loop. You're only going to hurt yourself not getting into it. Okay? And like I said, the Four Wands came out anyway in the bottom line, and that's very important. Like I say, it's going to be a reunion. A meeting of the minds. I told you, it's going to be nothing but time, energy, space, and opportunity, masculine, for you to kind of go all out with it. It's hella questions you got. This is the time to ask the questions you want to ask. There's so many things you want to do with your divine feminine or show your divine feminine. Now it's time to do and show those things. Now it's time to speak up. At the same time, be quiet. At the same time, to expect your divine feminine to read your mind. She is a psychic for some, but she ain't reading your mind because she don't want nobody just tapping into her shit like that, so she ain't tapping into your shit like that. Like, sometimes you masculines expect feminines to read your mind. They can, but you're going to have to acknowledge it. That's eating potatoes. I'm going to make this very brisk. Past, present, future. Just going to keep it like that. Masculine. Feminine. Energy you either coming out of or going into is the Two of Pentacles. This is you and another person in your face, in your space, or in your cipher. This is you and yours. You and your family, you and your property, you and your business, you know, you and your channel, you and your product, you and your services, you and your job. This is you and yours. This is also you and what you bring into the table. More smoke. You and what you bring to the table. Clarifying this Two of Pentacles, we got the Two of Wands. This is work. Making ends meet. Work or making ends meet. This represents your 9 to 5, or this represents survival. Feminine, you got something to bring to the table of life. So you're always going to survive. You're always going to make ends meet. That shit is always going to get done. You know what I'm saying? Always going to get done. Now, support. This is you and another person in your face, in your space, and in your cipher here to support you, like a significant other, like your divine masculine. What's the divine masculine's role? It's the Two of Wands. And this is just to hold shit down like balloon strings. Feminine has a plan to kind of generate more money, generate more influence, to kind of get some shit going. Divine masculine, just support. All you need to do is support your divine feminine. And what is supporting your divine feminine? Just be there when she needs you to be places. Hey, I'm doing a little show, I'm doing a little exhibit, I'm doing a little thing. It'll be good if you was there. Like I tell my twin flame all the time, I got an event I'm finna do. Just, I need you in the building. Because you being there gonna bring more people, and it's just gonna be a bigger impact. with both twins there than just one twin. Okay, you're my other half. You're my twin, bro. I need you on this channel. I need you on a lot of shit. Well, I can't do nothing. I ain't no psychic. I can't. What the fuck you expect me to do? Just be there, bro. Just be there. I say be somewhere, be there. When I call, pick up. You know, when I do some good shit out here, just give a nigga a proper. You ain't gotta be all on my dick or nothing like that, but just be like, hey, son, that was some good shit right there, man. I'm proud of you. That goes a long way. I'm proud of you goes a long way. I love you goes a long way. Just making sure you're okay goes a long way. Do you need anything? Goes a long way. Just small shit. You ain't even gotta give nothing. It's just the fact that you are thoughtful or you care enough to ask. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. Support, feminine. That's what you need. Support, feminine. That's what you in a position to be in, to be supported, to have all that. You know what I mean? Whatever that is to you. You're just gonna have to speak up, or at least make a plan to have such. So have a role for your masculine, whether that's your divine masculine, karmic masculine, whatever the fuck. Now it's time to have a plan. You got something to bring to the table, and you fucking with somebody or your divine masculine. Masculine got something to bring to the table. Whoever you have in your face space or your cipher, feminine, or who you can have in your face space in your cipher, who's build worthy, you can build with them. You know, you just gotta know your value and what you bring to the table. So you ain't shortchanging yourself. So you ain't just all in and another person ain't in at all. Or if somebody is all in with you, then you need to be bringing shit to the table too. If a person is all in with you, you need to bring something to the table too. That's all. Support go both ways. The same way you're looking for financial support, well, you need to do what you need to do to support this situation of being supported. Dig what I'm saying? It ain't, you know, you got a job too. Their job is to support you. Okay, cool in the game. Your job is to elevate this shit. Or hold on to your end of the bargain. Or whatever that is, you feel me? But that's energy you either coming to or getting out of. You start to see, like I say, this is energy the masculine was just on. That's why you need to check out the masculine message before you check this. Masculine is just on the energy of going to the future with just dealing with the right people, building with the right people, and only keeping people around who are like-minded, supportive, sympathetic and empathetic to your cause, and will ride for you in the same manner that you ride for them. Reciprocation, so to speak. Masculine, energy you coming out of or coming into, you got the Queen of Cups. This is dreams, signs, synchronicities, dreams, signs, synchronicities, visions, or the writing on the wall. This is also my psychic card, so this is intuition or being spiritually or psychically in tune to some shit. More smoke. 6 of Pentacles. So, if it's dreams you're having, they have a lot to do with homeostasis. It's like playing catch up. You know, you break your arm, you get a cast. Getting a cast is homeostasis. 5 of Pentacles, you broke up with somebody, your heart broke. 6 of Pentacles, that's just getting over. That's knowing that, I mean, it ain't a 10, it ain't all good. It's the equivalent of a D. All bad is a F. D will be just a little step from F. It ain't good, which would be a C. But it ain't failure, which is a 5. It's a 6. It's copacetic. So, like I said, you having certain dreams, and 6 of Pentacles also means like okay, okay as far as consent, or okay like basic, like okay. It's either like okay or okay. You know what I mean? You having some dreams that's either okay. It's like you have a dream about what life could be with your karmic feminine. You know. And you wake up like, okay. You know, it's just like, you know, did you have a dream last night? Yeah, how was it? It was okay. Like, you didn't even tell her it was about her or anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or him, he could be, she should be, all right. And it's like you go to sleep and then you have another dream, right? And you wake up like shit. You wake up like okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you felt whatever that was. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the difference between a good dream and just a dream you rarely remember. This is the difference between like a fantasy, a reoccurring fantasy that was hit and miss, and a reoccurring fantasy that was just off the chain. You know what I'm saying? Like you're getting two. I just see two different type of dreams and visions. It's two of everything. Like the writing on the wall. It's black and white what the fuck you need to do with your divine feminine. But it's also black and white on the wall what the fuck you need to do with your karmic feminine. If it has to deal with feminists. If it has to deal with you. It's black and white what the fuck you need to do with yourself right now. What you need to do currently with yourself right now. Like it's written in stone. Clearly you know what you need to do. You just gotta do it. First accept what you need to do. Accept the mission. And then do the mission. Don't abort the mission, but accept it and make sure you accomplish it. Mission accomplished. This is just energy you was coming out of or coming into, so masculine. If you coming out this energy, it's like, all right, you know what you need to do, and it's time to do it. Right now, you're just accepting all the terms and conditions that's going to come with the direction that you're going. You're choosing to go this way, so you're going to break the hearts or disappoint the people who was expecting you to go in this direction. And just being mature enough to not give a fuck about that and go for what you want. Go for your heart's desire. Go for your dreams. You know, what your heart's desire, basically. If this is energy you coming into, it's gonna be a very, very, very stressful time. The stress is really going to come from, like I say, just the acceptance. You know you're going to have to accept it. You're starting to see it in your dreams, and that's really like the last straw. That's really like the icing on the cake. You've already had intuition on what you need to do. You've already seen signs and synchronicities on what you need to do. Now you're going to sleep and dreaming, and you know what I'm saying? You're dreaming about what you need to do at this point, so it's just ever clear. Like I say, I just see the writing on the wall with a particular queen, and now it's time to make that move. Feminines. Currently, what's going on right now? We have manifestation. 10 of Pentacles is two people coming together like butt cheeks. This is two becoming one. And like I say, it's a manifestation. So, pick another card. Five of Wands. That's separation or outside conflict. Five of Wands is. So, this is a good card. Great card. It's an A+. So, currently, this is in the current. This could be today. This could be tomorrow. This could be next week. Shit gonna be all good. So good, you're gonna get some Five of Wands actions from it. Five of Wands is outside conflict. That shit that don't involve you unless you involve yourself in it. This is people talking shit. People hating what they gotta say about your blessing. This is a blessing right here. You're gonna get a blessing. Like I say, Knight of Cups, dream is going to come true. That's a manifestation. It's in the Pentacles. A wish is going to be granted. That's a manifestation. You know what I'm saying? And a miracle that you was kind of praying for is going to manifest. And because of this manifestation, you're going to get some negative drawback from it. Like I said, you're going to do some good shit. And the people who you expected to congratulate you, it's going to be otherwise. They're going to kind of be acting funny. The people who you do shit for, not all of them, but most of the people you do shit for, who inspire you, who you go hard for, who you love so dearly. Not only are you trying to change your life, you trying to change your family life and shit like that. Like, the people you do it for, they're not going to be as receptive to your success as you think. And that shit gonna sting. It's like you think your OG, or you think your sister, or you think your favorite cousin, or you think your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever the fuck, you think they in your corner, and it's like you get a big win, and you know this isn't like a personal win. Going back to the masculine messages, the wins the masculine had were all personal. Feminine, your wins deal with, like I say, you don't just think about yourself, you think about other people. Like, part of your blessing, part of your manifestation was not just helping you, but being able to help others. Like, you're trying to bless yourself to bless other people. That's the main reason why I'm doing this YouTube shit. I'm just trying to get on. I've been putting in work about 8 years. I think it's about that time. I feel it in the air like Beanie Siegel. All it takes is one video, one share, one reference, one recommended video on the edge of a corner of somebody who watches some shit, probably looking for something like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you build it, they'll come. You know what I'm saying? That shit to say this, like, you put the work in. Like, at this point, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before the right person finds your business, before the popular person shares your shit. Like I say, one share from a popular influencer or some shit like that can put you on. Like, one click of your video from a person, like I say, who probably, like, you never know. Probably a person out here who making a movie. You know what I'm saying? And just happen to be on YouTube checking shit out, and my shit popped the fuck up, and it's like, you know what? I like this guy. I've been looking for a motherfucker. I got the perfect role for this guy. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it just took one video. And that video, you know what I'm saying, got me to a whole other opportunity. Like, you never know. As long as you build it, they'll come. As long as you put that work in, it's in the air. You know what I'm saying? It pays to be more consistent, not slave consistent, like the current content creator. But from your hard work, it's gonna pay off. But like I said, it's gonna be bittersweet. You're gonna get what you work for, and that's gonna be cool in game. But like I say, you're gonna expect the people close to you, mainly the people you do it for, to not. Like I say, you don't want them. They ain't gotta get on your dick. Like, they don't have to jump on your dick. It's just, congratulations. A good job. I'm proud of you. Love you. That type of shit. Like, same shit you're looking for from your masculines. What the fuck you gonna be looking for from family and your friends and shit? And it seems like you're only gonna get support from the newbies who are just ecstatic by whatever you putting out into the universe. And like I say, your twin flame. Because really, they've seen how far you've come. Because you've confided much into your divine counterpart. And like I said, they still around. So yeah, you're gonna manifest some shit. It's just gonna be bittersweet because you're gonna see how people really feel about you. Not saying you didn't know you had haters, but like I said, you didn't know they was this close to vicinity. You didn't know they was this close to you in your cipher. Most snakes are in your cipher. This is you and like your husband, right? And then you got like family, friends outside this motherfucking cipher. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you going through hateration and holleration in your dancery, you don't expect the non-support shit to come from the person in your cipher. Like, you expect it to come from the outside. 501s, the outside end. It's usually motherfuckers inside. So, that's close to you. The only person that's this close to you is, like I say, your significant other, your best friend, BFF, your favorite fucking cousin, your business partner, your boss, your staff, or like I say, your bishop or some shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You only let a few groups of people close to you, and people that you let close to you, if they bite you that close, like I say, it came from the inside. But it's all good. I see nothing but goodness. Congratulations to the divine feminists that's really bringing their heart's desire out, that really made what they want to happen. But hey, just remember, attaining things is easy as fuck. Like, it was hard to manifest this. Now, I ain't gonna take that away. Like, yeah, it was a grind. Bust your ass. And you attain what you got. You've acquired what you got, right? Okay, that shit's the easy part. The hard part is maintaining the shit. Maintaining momentum, maintaining success, maintaining your union, maintaining your relationship, maintaining your bond with your children and shit. Like, maintaining shit is the hard part. Getting it was hard as fuck, but maintaining it gonna be even harder. And that's another chapter and another level you need to be ready for in the midst of these manifestations, divine feminine. Masculine, currently what's going on right now with you is change. Straight down the board. This is my reread card, R-E-R-E. Change. This is rearranging shit, releasing some shit, removing some shit, reconnecting, reunion, relief, rehab, rehash, renege, reverse, reconsider, realign, realize, recollect, rereads. It's like 7 rereads you need to do to really get your life back on track. You know? And the main thing that you need to change, 7 Pentacles will change, is change your options up. 2 of Swords. That's options, free will, or fork in the road. You got options. Good options. Like I say, you in a place that most of your peers aren't in, Divine Masculine. You got options that the average man ain't got. Or female. You be she be he, you know, I be rocking. You kind of got it made. You kind of, like I say, I can't speak for your family. I can't speak for your friends. I can't speak for your fucking peers. I can speak for you, Divine Masculine. You are in a better position than most people. The freedom that you have, the independence that you have, the potential that you have, the influence that you have, the shit that you have that you don't even see. Like, here you are with good options. You got a good... It's like you playing poker and you think you got a bad hand and you got a great hand. It's like you playing spades and you think you got a garbage hand, but you actually got a nice hand, given the fact that you have a partner. Your hand might be shitty, but the cards you got in your hand might help your partner win this game. You might not be able to win the motherfucking game, but your partner can if you do play these cards that you do got carefully. You ain't in this shit by yourself. You got a whole person with you. I'm trying to tell you. The Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine is like the second player in the game. 2 heads are better than fucking 1. You understand what I'm saying? It's different when you playing poker and you all in. It's just you versus everybody else. But it's different when you got a partner, spades, who like spades basically, or whatever you play with a partner. You know what I'm saying? With a partner, it's funner. So whether you win or lose, it's all good because you looking at your reaction, your partner reaction, or the reaction y'all got. Kicking their ass and shit like that, it just makes shit more fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a partner in crime. And not only do you got a partner in crime, they're like perfect for you. It's like Batman and Robin. They're perfect for each other. You know what I'm saying? Batman's single with no kids. Robin, you know, kind of alone. He's like, you know, his parents died and shit, just like Batman. Batman and Robin got a lot in common. Bat, Robin, Bird, they both birds. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're twin flames if you didn't know. Batman and Robin, they're twin flames. For sure. Intergenerational same-sex twin flames like me and my Divine Masculine. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely Batman, I'm definitely Robin. But it's like, it's just your dynamic. I'm telling you, your Divine Masculine is, Divine Masculine, your Divine Feminine is your perfect partner. It's like you get an opportunity to go on a talk show. And it's like, you can bring anybody you want. It's like, yo, I'll bring my twin. We two align. Like, the game is basically how aligned are you? Like, how in tune are you two? And it's like, your twin flame is like, you two can finish sentences with each other. You two can speak without even saying anything. It's like your other half. You're cheating at this point because it's just like, it's like you go to a show, it's like, what you playing? Yeah, it's the show. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, you gonna bring a girl with you? It's like, nah, I'm more in tune with my twin. Twin, who's that? But she's like, you know what I'm saying? Your twin. Be the perfect person to play a game with. They're gonna make it fun. They're gonna, even when it's bad, they're gonna make it good, or at least see the light in the darkness. You know what I mean? It's just having a partner, a raw ass partner. Whether you playing basketball, it's like 2-on-2. It's you and your partner. And y'all cold. You cold, but your partner cold too. So y'all just, I'm saying, a 2-headed dragon. You need to change a few things. And the main things you need to change, Divine Master, is, like I say, the options that you don't think you have. You got hella options. Just remember that shit. You can really do a lot more than what you've been doing. You only been doing what you've been doing to humble yourself. It's this fake, what I like to call it, it's this fake self-righteous shit you masters got going on. Y'all want to play the martyrs. Y'all want to play, you know what I'm saying? Like, self-righteous when you really ain't a saint. You really ain't out here righteous like that to be as self-righteous as you are. It's almost like you humble yourself or hurt yourself and don't take shit that's good or great or feels right because you feel like it's a test by God. And God is going to punish you for taking your heart's desire. Like, even the fact, like, I would say 40-50% of you masculines feel tempted by this twin flame shit. Like, that's a whole mentality, ideology you're going to have to eradicate too. Like, Why attempt it? Why do you feel like your divine feminine being in your life, given the ideology he or she has, given the spiritual placement or journey that he or she is, that fucking with her is a no-no? Like, the main hesitant I'm asking out with me is just, like I say, my ideology on spirituality. I'm a Christian just like him. We worship the same God, so he say. But it's like, it's a defer. Like, you too radical. You were raised to have the ideology that you have. You let the world conform you into this. You know you need to be in church and doing, you know, the same little script I hear from, you know, my Christian brothers and sisters and shit. How I'm lost and gone and need to be found or something. Need to be found or something. I've just changed. There's a lot of ideologies that I changed. It's a lot of mentalities I've changed. It's a lot of grooming that I got. Grooming that I got that's changed, and that's what happens when you spiritually ascending. All right, old ways are gone. You gotta change, not conform, not assimilate, just change, modify behavior, and it's basically part of your evolution. So I'm asking you, gotta evolve, and that's all this shit is. Evolve. You don't have to live the life you want. In fact, you can live the life of your dreams. You choose not to due to unknown reasons. Who knows what you're telling yourself or what you got to do to sleep at night, denying and depriving yourself of true happiness, denying and depriving yourself of true love, denying and depriving yourself of who you really are. You too old to be like, in my personal opinion, for the older ones, still going through this shit here. This shit you could have eradicated in your 30s and your 40s. For those that's like 50s, 60s, 70s. I mean, but it's part of your grooming, and like I say, a lot of this some shit that's been deeply groomed in you, and that shit takes the longest to change or modify from. Future final roll wrapping this up. Divine Feminine, you go into the future with the Knight of Cups. This is juvenile emotion. You just really in your feelings. Like, this is big feelings. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. Masculine let his insecurities get the best of him. Feminine, you let your emotions get the best of you. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to have to keep your emotions intact. You be feeling jealous when there's no reason for you to even be feeling that. You know what I'm saying? You be it ain't even overthinking because it deals with the matters of the heart. Like I say, you're just going to have to learn because you're in your heart a lot. Divine Feminine is in the heart and mind department. And you need to kind of get out your heart and mind most of the time and start getting to the actions and manifestations. What you're doing, you know, you need to be more about what you're doing and what you're trying to manifest. That need to be on your heart and mind more so than your feelings and your thoughts and decisions and shit like that. Masculine needs to be in his heart and mind. So maybe you need to get into the masculine energy to get your masculine and feminine energy, which happens. Feminine, you and your heart, you and your emotions too much, and you need to get out of it. Because, like I said, it ain't going to help shit. Your emotions, your feelings ain't going to really help anything right now. All you need to be feeling is the tiredness from busting your ass, from working towards your goals, from getting out your dreams, from making your wishes happen, like from making these miracles happen out here, for being a blessing and being a service out here. Like, you in training mode. You like a boxer right now that's getting ready for a motherfucking fight. You disciplining yourself. You cutting a lot of shit, and you getting back to the core killer in you. You know what I'm saying? You getting to the eye of the tiger. That's the energy you need to have. The only thing you need to be feeling is life. Like, feeling more exuberated with life or exuberated from the things that you're doing. Like, getting something out of what you're doing. That's what makes Divine Masculine the King of Wands too, because that's why he does shit so much, because he feels good doing shit, manifesting shit, making things happen, whether that's just a hustle making money or just, like I say, it's hustle making people feel good, doing whatever the fuck they doing, whether that's music, dance, throwing parties, whatever the fuck. Like, everybody has their own thing. Saying all this shit to say this. Feminine. Anytime you catch yourself being in your feelings too hard, just think about the shit that you need to do. Is feeling like this gonna get you closer to that paper? Is feeling like this gonna get you closer to that manifestation? No. It's time to get out. Like, feelings and emotions need to be on mute. being in your head you need to get, you should be out your head at this point. Like I said, you need to be past emotions, which is doing shit and manifesting. Masculine, final card in this message. We got the 10 of Wands. This is pumping the brakes on something. Ending something you passionate about. Leaving something the fuck alone. Calling a timeout or a fucking break. From what? 7 of Swords. That's truth. That's darkness coming to the light. That's results. This is you keeping it 100 with somebody keeping it 100 with you, or you keeping it 100 with your motherfucking self. Truth sets you free. You know why? Because truth puts a standstill on fuck shit. If you knew the truth about a person, you wouldn't fuck with them. It's like you don't know this person, you semi-know this person, then you find out the truth about this person. And it's a bad luck to even be friends with this person or even fuck with this person because, like I said, the type of person that this person is. They didn't let you know the type of person that they was. You had to find out. And now that you do, you got to move on amicably. It's like finding out somebody's secret or finding out somebody's dark history or somebody past. Or like I say, just they on some shady shit and that shit come out. They have ill intentions for you and that shit come out. Now you found out. So now you can get out their trap. They don't fuck with you anyway, but they fucking with you. Now you know that they don't fuck with you, so you can stop fucking with them. You know what I'm saying? They got you in a trap or trying to, like I said, trap you into some shit or get you on their agenda or, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, false motives and ill intentions. It's good to find that out so you can, like I say, hit them with their own game. Like a person I'm telling you that set a trap for you. It's good to know that they set a trap for you because now you can play stupid while setting the trap that they set for you on themselves. Like I say, it's good to know the truth. So you ain't got to play no more. You all in it in a relationship. You find out the truth that this person ain't even in it to win it like you. Okay, that's cool to know. Now I can stop wasting time, energy, and resources on something that's dead. You find out the horse dead. You ain't gonna ride a dead horse. This bitch gone. Let me get off this bitch and move forward. Like I say, some truth gonna come out. Past couple weeks, it's been your truth. Now you're gonna find out the truth to others. This is either your personal truth or the truth to others. If it's your personal truth, this is just accept it. That's it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's just the truth. It sets you free now. Now you can actually be true to you or your boo or whoever. Final card is message. Final thought of the day. We got the Queen of Pentacles. And this is just bossing up. Masculine. You have options to live the life of your dreams. Boss up and do that shit. You have influence. Boss up and do something with that. You have your divine counterpart in your life. And obviously, she's in your life for a purpose. It could be a she could be, you rocking. Boss up on it. You got a whole Twin Flame demo. Boss up on this shit. You got so many things you could take advantage of, but you choose not to, thinking, whatever make you sleep at night, that you don't have these options or things going at all. And that's horse poo. But that's the message that I got. I hope I can be of assistance. It's your boy D Boom. Stay tuned. We got some more messages coming tomorrow. One.